looking at this? Because I'm looking at it like, wow, they got her. They got her right where they want her. Wow. So welcome, good people. They just kicked it off, I guess, huh? Well, let's get to it. As you can see right here, Ghislaine Maxwell, she was found guilty of the conspiracy to entice minors to travel for illegal sexual acts. She was found not guilty of the enticement of a minor to travel to engage in illegal sex acts. She was found guilty of the conspiracy to transport minors with the intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. She was found guilty of the transportation of a minor to intent to engage in criminal sexual activity. She was found guilty of sex trafficking conspiracy. She was also found guilty of sex trafficking of a minor. So the jury reached a verdict in the trial of guilty on 5 of the 6 federal charges. Now, here's what people just don't understand or don't know how we got here. Maxwell is the longtime associate of sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, who was convicted on 5 of the 6 counts. And what that means is this woman is almost 60 years old, if she's not 60 already. She's a British aristocrat who has properties and areas in different countries across the European waters. But here in the United States, they was able to basically keep her here under American trial based on the Florida situations. And now she faces up to about 40 to 50 years in prison. So that means basically almost the rest of her life. Now, what does this really mean? Truly. Bam! What does this truly mean? We go deep into the rabbit hole. What this truly means, as we go deeper into the rabbit hole, is that they need insurances. She's going to keep her mouth shut because in a couple of years, she will be silenced. She will be silenced because she knows too much. They're going to expect her to cut some sort of a deal, which isn't going to happen. Because if she gives some people up, believe me, the people she gave up could really harm her in this situation. And I'm quite sure she doesn't want to do that. Because there's some people out there that are very powerful, especially when you start talking about royal family members of England involved. This creates a whole different scenario that goes way past federal laws. So yeah, it's bigger than what people imagine because there's a lot of people attached to this situation. There's a long list of people who they wanted to bring in who had association with Jeffrey or Ghislaine. People in the music business. Because normally when this happens, they come after. Let's go grab Brother Man. They love to grab us, the Brother Man. Harvey went down. R. Kelly went down and Cosby went down. Right? If Harvey and Jeffrey Epstein go down, some people are going to have to go down with him. People of color. They couldn't get Russ. Russ fled the country. Russell Simmons is like, I'm out of the United States. I'm out. Peace. Deuces. Y'all ain't finna get me. I'm out. So Russell Simmons is out. R. Kelly could have did the same thing. Everybody told him to run. But he thought, this is some BS charges. I can win. R. Kelly is not about your charges. Run. I could win. No way they gonna lock me up. R. Kelly, run. There's no way they gonna lock this voice up. I could just sing my way out of it. Nigga, run. It's like you see the horror movie and they don't want to run. It's like, run, woman, run. Why are you standing there? That's how it was with R. Kelly. I begged and pleaded, and he wouldn't listen. Yeah, I did that on the Patreon video. Y'all ain't see that yet. We go through the R. Kelly situation. So that's going to be on the Patreon. So what you just heard a little bit of is part of what's coming up on the Patreon. That's all. That video is already done. And that video is crazy. Trust me, that's crazy. Well, the thing is, the jury want to know what did they mean by enticement. Because if you look at the charges, it's kind of crazy. Some of them they seem like the same charge: conspiracy to entice minors to travel to engage in illegal sex acts. She was guilty of the conspiracy, but the enticement of a minor to travel to engage in sexual act, she wasn't guilty of that. But the conspiracy to do it, I'm like, okay, so if somebody enticed somebody to do it, what do they mean now? The conspiracy to do it, like I was going to entice them to do it, but I changed my mind. I mean, what happened? I'm like, that's just too much conspiracy. So you guilty of the conspiracy of it? What? Yeah, that was crazy. There's a lot of people she can give up and cut a deal. But this is $1 trillion business. Trillion. I didn't say billions. I said $1 trillion business that has been going on for 40, 50 years or longer. Oh, of course. Internationally, it's where it's at its worst. They go to these third world countries to do this. I got to take this call. So I sad we can't talk more, but I got to take this call.